Remember, the point of this channel, okay, is to inform people, the very few people. There will not be hundreds of thousands of people who will even know this, who will see this. There will be a small amount of people in the lifetime of however long I continue to do this for, who will know this. The people who take it and who understand it and who even go in and out of trying to live it, you'll still know it. This is the point is to inform those people what it actually takes, what it really actually takes to live an anti-aging, age-reversing lifestyle across the board. No one's ever defined it. In the history of the world, no one's ever defined it, at least and put it out for other people to know. Until now, I'm doing it, and it took me years of obsessing about, learning, trying to figure out what it takes. The last few years, 3 years ago, I figured it out, and then I started really implementing it, and I live this as good as you can do, about as good as you can live it. You cannot live an anti-aging lifestyle better than what I do. At least living here in the United States of America, where you have all these different distractions, everything goes against what anti-aging is. And then in the health sector, it's all about marketing and money. Everything out there, everything being sold to you is being sold to you. It's very, very, very little of it is of any value, of any use, of anything that's going to do anything to even keep you moderately healthy. People are moderately healthy because of genetics, age, those types of things. All these diets and all that stuff, most of the stuff out there is the opposite of what health is. I'm not going to get into that, but I do get into that other times, but I'm not going to right now. What I was going to say right now was lifestyle, okay? Getting rid of dead weight. I've said this before. It can be a lot of things. It can be distractions. It can be people. It can be all kinds of different things. Anything that keeps you from focusing on you. Your life has to be centered around you. Your religion has to be you. This is how it has to be. If not, you're just going to be one of everyone else. If you want to be someone who really lives an anti-aging lifestyle, for reals, you have to center your life around you, and only you. A lot of people, man, they're gonna think that this stuff is weird, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You have to be weird. You have to be different than every other human that you're gonna be around, that you're gonna see, nobody's gonna do this. Nobody's going to live like this. Okay? Nobody's going to even when it comes to the diet of trying to be anti-aging, people aren't even gonna try to be like 20-30%. Anything that they will get in there will just be purely because that's what they like. That's what they like, and it fit in. People do not eat even close to what it takes to be anti-aging. That's just the diet. The lifestyle, people do not want to change anything about their life. They won't do it. So never try to make anyone, if you're someone who's like, hey, I'm gonna really try to, at least get 30-40% of what it all takes. Because that's a lot. Most people, I'm telling you, they won't get 10%. They won't get 10% of what it takes to live an anti-aging lifestyle. So, if someone's like, hey, I want to live like 30, 40, 50%, man. All right. You have to lose so many things. So um, stuff like what's in our culture, pop culture, politics, all these things that are on television that keep you distracted and make you be on sides or make you want to know what these people are doing. Everything's a reality show, right? Even stuff like this, right? Except for this is not toxic, this is educational. This is even like other stuff I post music. Everything I post on the internet is to try to help people be better. I post music. I post, on Instagram. Go to my Instagram. See the stuff I post there. So even somewhere else, there's another place I post stuff that's got a more of a. It's got somewhat of a negative tone to it. I'm trying to help people see. Trying to help people understand what con artists are. It's somewhere else, but it does. Hundreds of people have woken up. So even something like that, I have to be careful, and I have to be able to do that correctly and understand that cannot disrupt my obsession with myself, my religion. It's me. My religion, my God is me. It has to be this way. If not, you got no chance. I'm telling you, you have no chance. I mean, I know my God isn't me, but I'm saying it like that because I want those things to stick. Your religion has to be you. You can have a different God, but your obsession, your passion has to be you. Only you. Only you. Or it's a ball and chain. Everything is a ball and chain dragging you down. Your children, they're a ball and chain dragging you down, even though you love them, and you have to, if you have them, you have to have that ball and chain. If you have a job, you have to have that ball and chain. If that's what you have to do. So you have to be tough on yourself and be able to define stuff and say, okay, this is the way it is. I got 4 kids. At least did you take care of them? At least if you take care of them, right? If you don't, then you have all these other things on your conscience. Those are different types of weights. But you got 4 kids, you take care of them. You have to work 60 hours a week. That's the bed that you made. You can't change that. That's going to pull you down. But if you define that, you understand I have to be able to do what I can with that much weight pulling me down. It's there's people they can't do that. They don't understand how to do that. They don't understand how to actually say, this is what this is. This is a mouse. It's a mouse. This is a pin. There's people that can't do that. No, it's not a pin. I don't want that to be a pin. That doesn't make me feel good. No, this is a freaking pin. So, distractions, what goes on in the world, politics. Me personally, I do not care about who the president is. I don't care who the next president is. I don't care who the one before. I do not care who's running. I do not care what they're talking about. I don't care what goes on in the world. I don't care if there's wars in the world. I don't care. That's not about me. That does not affect me. I do not care. My focus is on me and me rising, going this way in life. And we all have our distractions. We all have our weights. We all do. In order to do this world, everything is designed to kill us and take us down. So in order to live a lifestyle that you can focus on yourself, you gotta have money, right? If you don't have money, then how are you gonna live this lifestyle where you eat the best, the cleanest, food you can eat. You live the cleanest life. How do you do that? So everybody's got a different situation, right? Unless you were born rich, unless you struck it rich, something. So if you have to work for your money, that's a dead weight. Most people do. So there's distractions everywhere, everything you do. So it just has to be defined, and you have to do the best you can. Most people can't even get, like I said, they can't even get to 10% of what needs to be done. If you can get over 30, 40, 50%, man, you're going to be different than everybody. You're going to come off different the higher that you get to live in that lifestyle. So, what's on television? Sports. Get rid of it. All of it. Everything. If you don't, that's just something that distracts you, from focusing on you and bettering you. It's the way it is. I'm not saying it's not, some of the stuff's not okay every now and then, but like sports, catching a game or catching 10 minutes of a game every now and then, but not, you shouldn't have that be part of your life. You can catch every now and then something, all right, but to me, stuff like the politics stuff, man, get rid of it. Don't even pay attention to it. Like, seriously, because that stuff, that's septic. That's actually septic. You get into, the pitting sides, and you have to take a side, and you're this or you're that, and those people, man, all those people that are into that stuff, they're worse than toxic. They're septic. They're septic people. And a lot of those people that they're angry inside, they're bitter, they're hateful, they're opposite of where you need to be going if you're trying to reverse your age, or you're trying to be even a healthy person. It's not healthy. So all the reality stuff, knowing who's who, knowing what's popular, and all that stuff, dead weight. Get rid of it. Cut it off. Because you're going to have dead weight on you anyways. You got a job, you got, stuff like that. Bills, kids, those things, man, you can't get rid of that stuff. So, a lot of people, man, they just, if they were to see this, they'd think that I'm like a Looney Tune. They think that I'm like out of my mind. There's people who would think that. There's people who are probably watching this that know me a little bit, that you won't think that, but if someone randomly comes across seeing this, and they go, man, this guy's out of his mind. This guy's, he needs medication, right? This guy needs medication. Look how he's talking. Look what he's saying, No. It's the opposite of the way the masses go. You have to be going the complete opposite. And you're going to be the only one. You're going to be weird. The way you think is going to be weird, even if you're trying to even do a small percentage of it. And, perfect diet, lifestyle, and the mindset. Byproduct is the exercise, the training, depending on what your capabilities are, depending on what your goals are. Everybody has different goals. I'm a guy. My testosterone, to me, as a male, your testosterone, the higher it is, the healthier you are, the younger you are. That's my beliefs. That's what I practice. That's the reason why I train. I don't train to be doing feats of strength. That's not, the internet's full. I know I'm one of those people that I think stuff like that is cool too. And I know younger guys, they think, you see stuff that's cool, right? Well, people are on steroids, doing cool things. They're not healthy. People are just wrecking themselves doing cool things. Most of those people on the internet are all on steroids. They're not healthy people. They're not, and even if they're young, they're not healthy. We got to understand that, right? So whatever your training is, whatever your exercise is, you're older people, they can't really, they're gonna be more exercise rather than like training and stuff like that. Training can be dangerous for people. So that's individual. Every individual has different capabilities, different things they could do. And the females, they're going to be different too. But the diet, the lifestyle, and the mindset all have to be perfected. The exercise, the training, that's a byproduct. But all that would be, if these three are perfected, that's going to be as good as it can be. But diet, lifestyle, mindset have to be perfected to be able to really start making changes and reversing the aging process, or it won't happen. It won't happen. And people don't. That's why you will never hear anything like this. You will never hear anything like this. You will never see anybody ever do anything like what I'm doing. The last person who was the legit person in the public arena was Jack LaLanne. Everybody else after that, all the internet's full of people on steroids, full of people with photoshopping, steroids, lighting, editing. It's about aesthetics, which all that is the reason why those aesthetics are the way they are. It's just about a bunch of stupid bullcrap that draws people's attention who have no attention span. Don't be one of those people. There is no Jack LaLannes out there, and there's never gonna be. There's never gonna be. Again, there's never gonna be a Jack LaLanne again. He was the real deal. These other people, they're not the real deal, man. So what I'm doing here, for the time I'm doing it, it's going to be what it is, and the few people who will see this are going if they really own it, and they really go, hey, you know what, I'm gonna add 20, 30 years to my life, high quality. And if they really understand that and own that and live it, man, that's the reason why I'm doing it. That's the reason why I'm doing it, because that's my agenda. Is me. My agenda is about me bettering myself and making myself, adding 20, 30 high quality years to my own life. I'm just sharing it while I can, while I want to. So I'm not here to be a shill. I'm not here to fool people and leech onto fads or something for the small amount of time, little window of opportunity. I don't work for a company. I'm not the face of anything. I'm just me. So I just do my thing, and there's nothing like that. There's hardly anything like that understands and lives something that is as powerful as this. You know what I mean? There's good people out there that are trying to share, but they're trying to learn. That's good. That's good. People should be doing that. But they need to find this. They need to find what I have defined. There's a lot of people in the learning process. They're out there trying to do this. There's good people trying to do all these different things, man. People trying to lose weight. So they're doing all these stupid diets. They don't know. They don't know any better. They should be doing what I've defined. They should be doing this. They should be. And most of them will never, ever hear about it. The ones that will either think it's too hard. They'll be like, well, how come there's no celebrity leached onto it in the front of it? You know what I mean? That's what people want to see. They have to see all the glitz and glamour and fakeness that this world has put, front and center. That's the only thing that gets people's attention. The way things are. So that's the way it's going to be. I have to keep going and doing what I do, which is focus on me and put me first, and only me first, over anybody. And You have to do the same thing if that's your goal. If not, you will not have a chance. I'm telling you right now. You have no chance if you do not put yourself first and you do not focus on you. Zero chance. And that's the way it is. It's that important. It's that powerful. You won't. That's all I could say, man. You know, that's all I could say. And the stuff that's out there there's stuff out there that is absolute. But whenever you know what it really takes, and you know and you live it, it's the best. I mean, I live it as good as it can be lived. I'm turning 42 here in a few days. My blood work is impeccable, and that's my obsession. That's my life's obsession. And when you know that and you live it and it's you, and when you see what's out there, that can take me down. But I don't let it, because I'm rooted. I'm rooted in what I that's why I can do things that like this. I can do this right here. I can write books. I can pay thousands of dollars running ads to give this stuff away to people. Okay? My books are free. All this, I'm paying money. I'm making money other places and paying money to share this stuff with people that most of them don't even want it. All right? Nobody does this stuff. I'm doing that because I'm rooted in this lifestyle. I'm rooted in it. It's not gonna, that other people, that would tear them down. But maybe if this was several years ago, it would bring me down. But I understand the whole game of all that. I understand all that side. So I understand what's going to happen. I understand where things are going to go. I understand it all. And my purpose is to share with the percentage of people who are actually going to be like, you know what, this guy's telling the truth. It's one out of millions. If you're one of the people who goes, you know what, I know you're the real deal. I know you are. I know what you're saying is the way. You are, seriously, there's like millions and millions and millions of people who will be like the opposite of what you're thinking. All right? So that's why people follow all the other stuff that's out there, that's marketed to them. And that's what this world's about. This world is about marketing and selling. Period. Marketing and selling. And that's what the whole entire world is about. Don't be sold to, don't be marketed to. Don't allow it to happen. So you have to. And like I'm saying, as I'm talking to you, right? You could be going, well, you're marketing and you're selling to me. No, don't let anybody market and sell to you. You figure it out. You figure it out. You have to apply it. Whatever it is, you have to figure it out ultimately. So with this right here, you have to figure it out. You won't figure it out in a few days, in a few months, especially if you're young. Some of these people, the most people that are interested in the stuff that I say, they're in their 20s. I'm going after people in their 40s and 50s, trying to freaking help people who are older, and the people who are really interested are in their 20s, for the most part. As far as when I look at the demographics and stuff like that, because people that are older, they're set in their ways. They want what's easy. The younger people, they're a little more interested. But when you're younger, you're gonna have all these other. You're gonna have more distractions. You're just not gonna be. You're just not gonna be as developed. So it might take you a lot longer. Plus, whatever. It just will. It will take you longer. But still, keep it with you. understand, as you start getting in your 30s and your 40s, you're going to want this information. You want it right now, but things will take you different ways. But you're going to want it. You're going to want it because at some point, it's going to all come together and it's going to be like, oh my God. Okay, I got this thing now. I got it. And if you really want it, that will happen. But it's not for people, man. It's for freaks. You gotta be a freak if you want to reverse your age. If you want to live anti-aging, you have to be a freak. You have to be a freak, and you gotta know it, and you have to embrace it, and you have to love it, and it won't change as to be. It's a day by day. It's Groundhog's Day. So that's all I could say, man. That's the way it is, and it's not. Nothing's gonna change that. So you're defying your fate. That's what you're trying to do, and you know. Can't be a grind. It can't be a grind. I keep saying that. It has to be an obsession, but it can't be a grind, and it's a lot of work. So, you know, there's kind of contradictory things there, right? Like a ton of work, but no grind. You gotta love it, you know? You have to love yourself. It's the ultimate self-love, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get any better than that. You can't love yourself any more than trying to add decades of high quality living to your life. And in order to be able to do that, do you really think it's going to be that? It's going to be just something that doesn't affect your life. It's an overhaul on your life. Your whole life gets flipped every which way and things get spat out. Okay? Your whole life. That doesn't happen overnight. And there's things that will pull you away, and they'll take you away from it and make you quit and do all kinds of stuff, man. So people won't do it. Pretty much 0% of people will do it. People will fall through the cracks and they're able to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. You're in the 0%. Because I'm the only person that's defined it on the freaking planet. The only person crazy enough to define what anti-aging is. There's all this anti-aging stuff out there. There's all this. It's all a bunch of bullcrap. You know, anything that's decent in there is just basic common sense. But the real stuff, man, nobody's living, and nobody's gonna do. You can't market that to people. You can't sell that to people. You know, people can sell some of the basics to people and ideas, and even people can't even do that. People can't even do that, man. People can't even do that. They have to be like allowed to do different types of cheats and you know, like with diet and stuff. They're like, oh, you know, you can cheat here, you can cheat there, and this. And like an anti-aging diet is a perfect diet. Starts with 0% man-made foods. Period. That's the bar. That's the freaking bar. Zero. How? It doesn't mean you're gonna do it. What I'm saying is that's the freaking pin. This is a pin. Okay. Perfect diet is 0% processed foods. How come I have to be the person to define that? You know, no one will know. Like, you'd think by now somebody would try to market that to people, okay? But people can't do that because people will die if they try to eat unprocessed foods because they don't know how to eat. They will be deficient in many vitamins and minerals if they even tried it. Because processed foods are keeping people alive. Because processed foods, they fortify the foods with nutrition that people don't even know that they even need. People don't know what they need and what they don't need. They don't know. They don't know anything. They're stupid. They like to stay stupid. They're gonna stay stupid. Don't be one of them. I can talk to you like this because my agenda is me. See, there's no one doing this. I can talk to you however I want. I can say, hey, don't be stupid. How many of these people, these shills out there selling these diets and selling these different things, how many of them can do that? How many of them can talk to you like a human being? They don't, they can't, they read scripts, they memorize stuff, they learn things, that way they can just be a mouthpiece and get it out there to people so that people can come and join whatever they have. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. I care what I do. I'm sharing what I do with you. So that's my agenda. That's my only agenda. It's all it's going to be, because my obsession is with me, and it's going to only be with me. It's not going to be with you. I can help you in certain ways, but I can only help you to help you. I can help you that way you can understand what it feels like to be self-absorbed in a proper way. It's a proper way. It's not like it's some arrogant thing where you walk around all pigeon-chested and all like your head's this big. It's not like that. I'm very, very, very to myself, and very like try to treat. Part of being, a healthy, untoxic person is treating people right. See, all these things, you want to be untoxic, unseptic, you want to be cleansed. Part of that is when you're out and about, you're setting an example for people. You want people to look at you and be like, man, that person's got it, all caps, it. You want people to be able to see how different you are than everyone else. So, while I use stuff like self-absorbed, which is true, you have to be self-absorbed. It's the proper way to be self-absorbed. It's not the other way that people would think. That's a veneer, man. That's fake. That's a facade. That's a fake thing people do. So this stuff is powerful, man. To even attempt to live this life, man. It's something that is not, that nobody's defined it. I'm defining it. And to a lot of people, they won't be able to understand it ever. They never will. So anyways, I gotta go. You have yourself a good day.